Hi everybody, it's Carla again. This is just a real quick video to, first of all, to show you the finished art journal layout that I just posted. And I thought maybe I would do a lot more to it after I ended the video, but I didn't. I just finished going around my flower with that fuchsia water marker or water-based marker. I went around the black and white trees, and then I went around our little bird friend here. Oops, there you go. Just to give it a little bit of pop. And I decided that that was enough. I really like the way this looks. Here's my first layout that I did on my own yesterday. So yay, I've got 2 layouts done, and it was super fun and easy. We'll continue to work on this. Probably next work I'll do another layout. So I just wanted to show you that so that you weren't left hanging. And then I also wanted to show you, I have some junk journals. These are blank junk journals in my Etsy shop that it's really hard in the Etsy shop to show a really good representation of these journals because you can only do 10 photos and you can do a video, but it has to be under a minute and this certain size, and it just makes it really hard. So what I wanted to do is have a resource for people to look at more of the detail of these journals. And these are pretty basic because they are blank. This would be for someone who just wants to go in and start decorating a journal and is probably not interested in constructing one. So that part is done for you. But you get to go in and just kind of start decorating. This is the last one that I just posted a couple of days ago in my Etsy shop of the same name, The Happy Bookmaker. And I think this is probably my favorite collection of signature papers. I really like this. I've got a new book. Well, it's a new old book, Macmillan Wildflowers or something like that. And I just love the images in there. But it has a really nice collection of papers. This particular book has 2 signatures of 12 because it only has a 1.5 inch spine. The books are all going to be around the same range of around 5 by 8, but they're listed in my Etsy shop. I've got this natural ribbon wrapping around. It's not functional in any way. It doesn't tie. It just kind of ends there. But this is a vintage earring that I thought would be super cute, as it almost looks like a little door handle. And it is just glued on there, so don't like fling it around by the earring or anything. In each of these journals, I have a little piece of stationery in the front pocket and in the back pocket. And these are just, stationery pieces that I constructed out of scraps and just whatever I had that I thought would be kind of coordinating with the book. There's a little piece of stationery in here. I don't know if you could mail these. I don't think that they're thick enough, but you could put it in another envelope and mail it. It could be a great gift enclosure. It could be something that you just write notes to yourself, like journaling notes. I just am in love with these. Another little piece of paper. This particular journal has fabric cover and this little eyelet lace with a fabric spine, and then we've got the paper lining the rest of it. But this was just recently posted and I just love it. I think it's super cute and super sweet. So I wanted to show you the other 2 that I've had in there a little bit longer, but not long, because I just kind of got back into this kind of craft recently. So this one is a lot bigger. It has, gosh, I think it's a 3 to 3.5 inch spine. This is actually paper covered, and this is a little piece of like a textured paper to cover the spine. By the way, all of these books so far have a hidden spine, which means that you're not going to see the signature threads on the outside. I have hidden them on the inside. So, well, actually, I think the threads for this one were on the outside, and then I covered it. But for the other 2, it is literally like another piece on the inside that the signatures are attached to. So this was from a scarf that I had, that I think the scarf kind of fell apart, but I had this beautiful pin and I attached that with some craft string. And this has a lot of pages, 4 signatures of 12. Oh gosh, I think that comes up to like 100 and, I don't know, I'd have to add it, 192 page sides. And again, the same thing, we've got, you know, coffee dyed, we've got scrapbook papers, we've got stenciled, music paper, graph paper, old book pages, all kinds of fun stuff to journal on, to add artwork to put your junk in, because this is a junk journal. And then the 2 envelopes or stationery pieces for this one are these little guys. And they each have a little bit of a piece of paper for a note, possible note. And just like that. So that is this one also in my Etsy shop. And this one is, I just love this. It's really whimsical with the kind of sunflower. I don't know if it's sunflowers or daisies or kind of a combination. And I love the black, yellow, and white. So I've got the little honeybee on here with the tag, a little sunflower, or I'm sorry, daisy on the side. This is a button. It is not, it's not really functional in any way. It just is kind of holding down this light ribbon. This ribbon is the closure. It's kind of nice to have a closure, because once you start putting a bunch of stuff in here, you know, it's gonna get really full, and it's nice to have something to close it, you know, on these bigger ones. So same kind of thing inside, really fun pages. This is this is 3 signatures. I believe this is 3 of 12 signatures, 3 12-page signatures. And same kind of thing, same kind of papers. But in this one, I put in a few that were kind of unique to this book, with like sunflowers and daisy images and stuff like that, just because it really seemed to fit in with the theme of this book. Not like I can find all those right now and I want to show you, of course. But it makes it kind of unique on its own, you know. So a lot of fun. We've got our 2 pieces of stationery. There's that, and there's that. So again, you can do anything you want with these. This is from the same book that I inserted some pages from, and it has a bunch of daisies and sunflowers and stuff like that. And this little guy, and just like that. So that's what I wanted to show you today, because again, it is so hard to show these things on Etsy in 10 pictures. I mean, you can see that there's just a lot going on. So these are what I would consider either like a starter junk journal, or a just for somebody who doesn't want to mess with constructing the journal, you know, constructing it from chipboard and fabric and glue and the signature pages and all that. So what I have included with these journals in my shop is a 30-piece selection of, like, I call it a starter kit of ephemera. And these are gonna be smaller pieces to decorate your pages with. So it isn't really to like create another book with, as far as structurally. It's more for decorating. All of these are gonna be a little bit different. They're gonna have a lot of different sizes. I think that the ones that I have right now have about 33, 34 pieces, but it'll be a minimum of 30 pieces. So there's gonna be vintage book papers. There's gonna be, you know, things like graph paper, some embellished paper clips, just like cutouts that you can stick on. Here's a really fun craft envelope, some journaling cards, a vintage postcard, just, you know, some fun images, flowers, birds, This was from a really fun book of just tons of flowers. This is a piece of a vintage newspaper from, I think this is from 1962. The year of my birth, 1962. I mean, look at those prices. Well, I guess sometimes we can find dresses now for $10.90, but I mean, really, a blouse for $1.95. I mean, wow. Hosiery for 75 cents. Wow. Fun stuff like that. This is coffee dyed. Again, another old page from a book. Some scrapbook papers. And these are just other little fun decorative papers. But they're all going to be a little bit different. But so, you know, you get your book and you can kind of jump right in decorating and then collect your own goodies and make the book yours. It's yours to decorate as you wish. And for some people, this might just be a really good way to get started until you're ready to start constructing your own. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.